returned. Our mission is to help you lead a better, safer life, free from the dangers left behind in the wake of the Great War. Join us in our mission. Find us at Fort Atlas. A new dawn is here forever. Join us in building the future. Romani out. Attention, people of Appalachia. This is Paladin Romani of the Brotherhood of Steel, broadcasting from Fort Atlas. You are no longer facing the wasteland alone. The Brotherhood has returned. Our mission is to help you lead a better, safer life, free from the dangers left behind in the wake of the Great War. If you require aid, or if you wish to join us in our mission, find us at Fort Atlas. A new dawn is here for Appalachia. Join us in building the future. Romani out.
This is Maria Chavez speaking, and today is December 25th, 2092. Once, in the world before the war, this would have been a joyous time to celebrate with loved ones. Now it's a time to reflect and to mourn. It was on this day 10 years ago that we lost so much in the tragic event we call the Christmas flood. I'm making this recording in the hopes of ensuring the flood and its victims are never forgotten. I suppose the story really begins in November of 2077, a month after the war. Survivors from the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort sent a group to Charleston to ask for help and supplies. The city leaders turned them away. There was so much chaos and so much need back then, I suppose it was an impossible request to grant. The failure to secure help led to a change in leadership for the survivors at the ski resort. A cold and brutal man named David Thorpe took charge, and he shaped those people into something terrible. They took what they wanted by force and killed anyone that stood in their way. Years later, Thorpe's girlfriend Rosalind led a raid on Charleston. They were spotted early and a fight broke out. Few of them escaped, but Rosalind was injured and taken prisoner along with some of the other raiders. By then, the responders were more or less running things in the city, and we were doing pretty well for ourselves. We felt confident we could confront the raiders on their home turf, so we sent a group up into the mountains to see if we could make a deal. We hoped we could get them to leave us alone if we agreed to release some of their prisoners. We were wrong. Thorpe somehow got his hands on a mini nuke. He used it to blow the Somersville Dam on Christmas morning. We lost almost everything. Our homes, our supplies, and most of our family and friends. The days and weeks that followed were the hardest of my life, but somehow we held together. We kept the idea of the responders alive, even though there were only a handful of us left. That's the story of the Christmas flood.
Gets damp in this weather.
Tell your children. Tell everyone you meet. Let's keep the memory alive for as long as we can.
Look through. That's gotta be the one.
Attention, people of Appalachia. This is Paladin Romani of the Brotherhood of Steel, broadcasting from Fort Atlas. You are no longer facing the wasteland alone. The Brotherhood has returned. If you require aid, or if you wish to join us in our mission, find us at Fort Atlas. A new dawn is here for Appalachia. Join us in building the future. Romani out. Attention, people of Appalachia. This is Paladin Romani of the Brotherhood of Steel, broadcasting from...
Ad Victoriam.
Brotherhood's always looking for good tech, if you find any. Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas. Formerly the Atlas Observatory, now headquarters for the Brotherhood of Steel. Well, this is Fort Atlas, new headquarters of the Brotherhood of Steel in Appalachia. The Brotherhood's in the process of getting everything in order here, but already people from all over Appalachia are turning up. Some need help, some want to join, but it seems like everybody's curious what comes next. I just say what Paladin Romani says. We're here to help. Me? Oh, I'm just a guy who wanted to be a part of something special. A place to do something that really mattered. I picked up the messages the Brotherhood were broadcasting on the way here, and I came out ahead to help set up the place, hoping they'd let me join. They liked my initiative, and now I'm an initiate. Nice bit of symmetry, I thought. Of course. What'd you want to know? The Brotherhood of Steel is a... well, I guess you'd call it a military organization. Founded originally out in California around when the bombs fell. We're dedicated to rebuilding society and preserving old technology. Keeping the mistakes of the past from being repeated, you know? One of the members from California could tell you more, I'm sure. Oh, it's an honor. I know that sounds like some recruiting poster nonsense, but really, it is. I finally feel like I'm part of something meaningful. Building a better world alongside other people who've committed their lives to that cause. Sure, sometimes it means doing guard shifts in the rain, but hey, small price to pay for real purpose, right? Pretty sure that's strategic information I'm not supposed to just give out to anybody that asks. What do you need? Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere. I used to work with the folks at Foundation. Hard workers, but I wanted something more than just settle.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin. Do not attempt to access the secure parts of this facility, civilian. We are watching. If you're here with a
We're here to
request for the
protect the
Brotherhood, get in line.
Learn that in time.
I don't have time for you right now. Diddy. Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary. The specifics of our mission are not for discussion with civilians. We're here under orders from Elder Maxson. Stay out of our way, and we won't have any problems. If we accept you as an initiate, and that is far from certain, you would be pledging yourself to our order and our cause. Our order exists to locate, secure, and protect dangerous technologies. Humanity cannot be trusted with the means to destroy itself. We will not allow another apocalypse. That is within the scope of Paladin Romani's directives. It takes more than just asking, of course.
Fort Atlas
You
is
would
in
have to
good
prove
hands.
yourself.
No
If you are
change to this
sincere
plan.
about wishing to join our ranks, you would have to earn the approval of the officers here, including me. Is that why you're here? Another hopeful dreaming of service to the Brotherhood? If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But, if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me.
Local recruits are very healthy, if underfed.
Stay on your toes. The wasteland is merciless.
Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here.
You better have something useful to say to me.
Raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to do something.
Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean. So, what's he got to say to me? I'm a scavenger mainly. Always been pretty good with a set of tools, so I do all right for myself, scrapping and fixing things. I trade what I find or fix with the folks at Foundation when I need something I can't get otherwise. Mostly, I like to be left alone.
Hope this knot's true to their word.
The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now I'm a peaceful man. I really am. I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this,
The Scorched, the Raiders,
Oh,
the Ghouls.
I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
Wonder if this will be enough to see those raiders gone.
No meat approved. Perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined.
This better be worth it.
This ration request doesn't even have a name.
All right. What else did you want? Don't blow me off like I'm making this up. These people have a responsibility to fix this. They had the power armor, and they said they were Brotherhood. Sorry I didn't make sure to ask proof when they had me at gunpoint.
Stuff you would smash in that power armor.
The old
Listen,
world has so
I don't
much
have
to
much, but what's mine is mine, and these people took that from me. The Brotherhood pretends like they're noble, but then they let this happen? In their name? Raiders don't act like something they're not, and at least the gangs defend their own.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
Then tell them, and get them to do something about it.
You looking at something?
Speak.
Hey. Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal? Who, me? Nah. Nah. Cool as a cryo grenade, me. Definitely. I just told you, dummy. Tally Lane. Just, another chick trying to make it in the wasteland. You know? Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot.
That's true to their word.
Oh, I'm just a poor country girl, you know? Parents died ages ago, so it's just me and a few friends trying to make our way in the world. It's pretty scary out there. We're just a bunch of orphans helping each other out. And we're practically just kids. Had to grow up on our own. We'd sure feel a lot safer with some of those high-tech guns these Brotherhood have to scare off all the maniacs out there. What? Me? A raider? No. A little old me? Don't be silly. Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
Back to the farm.
Why not? Hit me. Hey, you calling me a liar? I mean, I already told you. My friends and I just need them for self-defense. We'll pay good caps. Yeah, whatever.
I should be getting back to work, so... Well, now, look at you.
The California members.
You with these Steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them.
This place is
Farming, such as it is. Got a patch ain't barely more than scald. But it's mine, and I manage. Longer than I'd prefer. These Steel types ain't half disorganized right now, it looks like. Heard the news about these fellas and reckoned I'd better go see 'em. Ain't the only one neither, I see. Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on 'em. Name's Art Knapp. So, what's this Knight fella sent you for?
Radiation levels known.
Ain't much to tell. Been a farmer one way or another, all my life. My daddy before me, and so on. Set up in these parts after I heard it was safe again. Turned out, there's plenty of raiders fixing to take what ain't nailed down. Ain't much use bellyaching about it, but neither am I just gonna roll over and let some bullies take what's mine.
The efficiency of Brotherhood response to visitors is...
Got seed in the ground right now. I ain't yet seen a raider willing to scrabble in the soil for seeds, so I reckon it'll get by till I'm back. A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these Steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make 'em raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra, and I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair. I'm not going anywhere just yet. Shoot. Before they bombed the daylights out of everything, folks used to pay taxes in exchange for the government doing what it was supposed to do. Raiders will just take everything. This is a trade. Fair is fair, and a deal's a deal. I ain't care for people poking their noses into my business, but if a bushel or two to these Brotherhood keeps the raiders away, I can live with it. Could be.
Lord.
What is it now? Yes? Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers. Pardon my manners. I am out of practice. Too much time alone. Still, unless this is important, I would prefer to be left alone.
I want it.
Perhaps I spoke too hastily. I can be rather unthinkingly brusque. Dr. Edgar Blackburn, at your service. Are you working with this Night Shin? What has he said to you? I am sure you have more interesting things to do than listen to a poorly socialized wasteling doctor talk about himself. In short, I trained in multiple specialties before the war, and had a brief career as a research scientist prior to the bombs dropping. Finding myself fortunate enough to survive, I have continued my research, such as it is. Now I focus on the health of the people of Appalachia. Please do not ask me to examine any strange growths. I am not that kind of doctor. I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own. Very well. What did you wish to know? It would be difficult to express it in layman's terms. No offense intended. In essence, I have been studying the illnesses of Appalachia. For too long, people have relied on folk remedies and makeshift medicines. The long-term effects of this environment are concerning. Just because the radiation is survivable does not mean it is safe. Their hygiene standards are better than the lot at Crater, but no. I prefer to work in solitude. One day, perhaps, my research will be of benefit to them and all the other people of Appalachia. Very well, then. Perhaps we can be of assistance to one another, should our paths cross again.
Hey, here comes trouble. I hope.
Wonder if this will be enough to see those raiders gone.
Greetings, civilian.
The only reason you have you finished the task I gave you. Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the Doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
Grow up.
Our job is to procure and protect technology, not fund civilian scientists in developing it. If the Doctor's research proves dangerous, then the Brotherhood will take a very pointed interest. Until then, it is his problem. Next report. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day. What else it wrong? I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next?
We're building something big here. Don't get
No.
left behind.
We are not arms dealers. There was never any circumstance in which I would authorize weapons to that woman. But your vigilance is noted. Moving on. Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. There are countless brigands out there, civilian. It is not the job of the Brotherhood to hunt them down one by one for their crimes. I will say it bothers me to hear that someone is abusing the honor of the Brotherhood this way. But that does not change the facts. Mr. Hockman's problems are his own, not ours.
Find, protect, and preserve.
That's everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful
Fight
for the
is just
Brotherhood.
beginning.
You need to
Stay
lose those
disciplined.
soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission,
We'll make
provisionally,
stronger than
to
Fort
enter the
Defiance
compound
ever
proper.
was.
Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention. What I am going to do is make the recommendations I see fit in my report to Paladin Romani. As the commanding officer, the final decisions will be hers. And your concern in the matter ends here.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Be vigilant, outsider. I gave you a job to do. Unless you're done, get to it.
Imagine the stuff you could do.
The Brotherhood says they'll build us a better tomorrow. Can we trust them? Real hard ass to keep all these rough and tumble soldiers away. Brotherhood needs
Never forget the heroes of Fort Defiance.
expected in a place like for so long. Still, this is...
I'm busy, civilian.
So much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
No meat.